Hello and welcome back to South Coast Busways, here at the Mallard Road Garage with Jurassic County Busways, where we've got only 2 of our buses in at the moment, being 2 of our ex-Midland Red Right Eclipse Gemini 2s. They're going out at 7:15 and 7:15, so they're going to be here for a bit, but all of our DSEs are currently out. Which is certainly interesting. But today is a bit more of a catch-up. I've thrown together a couple of liveries, and, well, we have a couple of routes down here that I need to activate still, don't I? Yes, I do. I've skipped one. There it is, the 4. So yes, I have the 4. From Poole to Wimbourne Minster. Runs up like that. That's going to run out of Mallard Road too. What does the timetable look like? It's not been set up. Great. Okay. And then I have the 30 from Bournemouth up to Hengistbury Head, which has been set up. So let's go over here and find, let's take this 8:15. Gets to Hengistbury Head at 8:56, 9 o'clock. Gets back at Bournemouth at 9:40. Which means it should do the 9:45. So that's 1, 2, 3, call it 4. The 4, I need to do the turntable for. So should I keep you with for this? Seeing as it's like a little chill out. Let's do that. So it takes 43 minutes to come up to Wimbourne Minster before timing points. And Poole bus station we're happening at 9 minutes, but I'll also stop it at Terrace Row. Then, so after 10 minutes is Hatch Pond Road. I'm going to pull it into a timing point at Fleetsbridge, the Fleetsbridge. Then after 10 minutes it's Lower Golf Links Road, but I'm going to pull it at Broadstone Broadway. After 10 minutes we're at Merely Oakley Straight, which I think is a good place for it. It being a timing point. Then it's less than 10 minutes to the end of the route, but I'm going to put one at Wimbourne Station. I'm then going to give it 10 minutes of break and we'll head back an hour after departing Poole. So first bus is going to leave Poole at probably 5:38, and the last bus is going to be at 23:38. That is going to be Monday to Saturday outbound. So let's have a look at that. So, yeah, would be 5:38 from Wimbourne Minster as the first bus, which I think works. So, I'm going to add another timing point, or another, not timing point, not quite that point yet. Yeah, another timetable. And this will be our Monday to Saturday core. Monday, Saturday core inbound. And actually I'm going to raise the frequency of this to every 30 minutes throughout the day, and I'm going to change the last bus to midnight 08. And this is going to start at 5:08 and run until 23:08. And then I'm going to add a timing point at the Coach and Horses, which is at 5 minutes. So I'm going to have one at Merley Rempston Road, which is at 14. Broadstone Broadway, which takes that to 23 minutes. Fleetsbridge the Fleetsbridge at 32 minutes. Then Poole Police Station and Poole Bus Station, which takes those to 38 and 42 minutes. And finally, D-Way and Poole Quays. And we'll have that set to 8 minutes. So, the first bus gets into Poole Quays at 5:58, which takes out the 6:08. Perfect. And that means the 5:58 is dead from Mallard Road to Poole. And these buses all run to Wimbourne Minster dead from the garage. Which is good. Actually, how does it look on the way out? So, 23:08 is the last one from Wimbourne. Gets into Poole at 23:58, which does the midnight 08, so every bus on the route runs dead from Wimbourne Minster. At least every bus on it by the end. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a Monday to Saturday increased timetable, or extra, which will bring the frequency up to every 15 minutes. And we're going to start that at, let me have a look, probably somewhere between the 6:38 and the 7:08, which would be the 6:53. 6:53 until 20:53. 21:53. Yes. So that starts. You can just do maths at this point. 5:38 to 6:53 is an hour and 15 minutes. So the first extra from here needs to be the 6:23. Yes. And the last bus inbound is going to be the... hang on. The 20:53. There we go. And that's going to be Monday, Saturday, extra, inbound. This is how I make my timetables. It's just a whole bunch of maths, but it's all pretty simple maths. Now, Sunday is going to be a bit of a complicated one mathematically, because it's going to be based on two 45-minute runs. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's going to be based on a core and an extra, but at 60-minute frequency. So, Monday, Saturday, no. Sunday, core, outbound. And we're going to start that at 6:08. And finish it at 22:08. No, we're going to finish 23:08. No, 22:08. So Sunday. Let's have it start at 6:08 from here as well. So we will do that. Monday, no, Sunday, core inbound, and we will start that at 6:08, and we will finish it at 22:08, so it'll be symmetrical, sort of. Yeah, that will be symmetrical. That'd be fine. Let's see what the waiting is like. So yes, waiting for 11 minutes there. It gets in at 6:58 to do the 7:08, so it's 10 minutes. Perfect. So at 7:38... no, sorry, 8:38... no, 7:38 until 1938. We will have our Sunday extra outbounds. And they will be run from 6:38 until 19:38. As Sunday extra inbounds. There we go. So, Sunday vehicle requirement is, let's take this 808. It gets to Wimbourne at 8:57 and takes out the 908. Returns at 9:58 and takes out the 10:08. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on a Sunday, but what is it weekday? Weekday is the busy one. So, 7:08 gets to Wimbourne at 7:57 to take out the 808, which gets to Poole at 8:58. So we'll be taking out the 908. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Call it 10. So I'm going to, for the 4 and 30 by 16 brand new buses, yes, brand new, for Jurassic County. This is rare, but we will activate that. And yeah, 4 and 30, 16 brand new buses, and we will be all looking additionally at the DSEs, which should be fun. And this is the TE type for Mallard Road Shed 2, the short 10.3 metre Londonish variant of the Enviro400 MMC in the Jurassic County Morse 2 scheme. Yeah, I'm going all in on Morse 2 because just look at it. It's so good. And just yes. I really like this. The bright yellow is so fun. I think this color scheme really suits the area. You know, yellow buses really were onto something. I'm just going to get all these assigned so that they may go out on shift. You know, sharpish. And then I'm going to disappear into a jump cut where I will be getting all of these assigned license plates and whatnot. And finally, we have WK69VRS, better known to National Busways as Trident Enviro 1838. So, there's our 16 brand new double-deckers with West of England license plates, because yes, Jurassic County is sort of separate from South Coast, because it's neither in the southeast nor is it in the west of England. It's sort of between them. So we have some Hampshire plates, we have some West of England plates, because Jurassic County exists between the parts of National Busways in the west and parts of National Busways in the southeast. Which is one of the reasons why it gets so many second-hand vehicles, because it's sort of in the middle of everything and nothing, you know? But anywho, they're gorgeous. These are really, really smart buses. I love them. And the yellow is so nice. The yellow's gorgeous, and I can't wait for some DSEs to come back so that we can get a proper look at what the DSEs will be like in their new schemes, because yeah, the DSEs are the other livery that I prepared, and they're just going to be in a pretty standard livery for Jurassic County. Just as these are in the normal Jurassic County livery, the DSEs will also be in the normal Jurassic County livery. So, I suppose, does that mean that that is the end for Morse 1 on Jurassic County? I'm not sure. It's probably the end of Morse 1 on Solent Red from now. Stuff that's still in Morse 1 will stay in Morse 1, but new stuff on Solent Red will be in Morse 2 because Solent Red are on it, canonically. The thing with Jurassic County is I want them to be a very well presented fleet, but one that is a ragtag mix of vehicles. You know? Like it's a sort of what Transdev used to be. A ragtag mix of old buses that were nonetheless superbly kept. That's Jurassic County. Now, it is getting near time that we should have some buses from the DSE type coming home, ready to be painted. Because I believe we have one due... Aha! There's one. And... Okay, there's the one. That's just getting cleaned. So I'll get it painted now. So yes, this is DSE 4 NB06 DSE. The NB, of course, standing for National Busways. This was a big moment. And a big moment for the DSE type is it receives Morse 2. Morse 2 works so well on single deckers. I don't know why the ratio seems to be a bit off on doubles. It just is. But this is the single decker sort of look. And the Enviros, these classic Enviros, they have this big sort of, I call it a bib. It looks like a, sort of the same sort of shape as a baby's bib. So that just works really well. That's just like, it's inset a little bit. It's just begging to be a contrasting colour. But aside from that, pretty bog standard Enviro200, but in a very pretty yellow. And then let's... Okay, that has got a white fleet number. There was meant to be another one back. Not you, or you. Aha! That answers my question. Why are the 31 and the 38 not happy? That's not splendid. But I'll get this painted. And we will have two brand new buses, or not brand new, but two newly reliveried buses running around on the 31 and 38. These are really nice. These are really nice. Are they as nice as these? I'm not so sure. These are both going at 1500. Will we be able to catch a destination blind? That would be fun. It's coming near to time where one of these should be going. There we are. We have a 4 to Wimbourne Minster. That's very, very small. And what about you? You're brave. Staying home for this long. We are a 4 to Poole Keys. What I'm going to guess is that the 4 and 30 are currently not set with a preferred vehicle type, so it's broken everything. So I'm just going to go in and fix that by going into edit timetable. Indeed, that is the case. Well, we want these to assign to the TE type. I was contemplating using more cascaded vehicles for these, but I was like, you know what, let's go for some more new vehicles. Why not? We can have cascaded buses doing other things. Edit timetable. Indeed. Oh, the 30 doesn't run on Sundays. Interesting. Let's go into the shift scheduler now. For Mallard Road Shed 2. The 32 doesn't have a preferred vehicle type. Understood. The 32 is also very, very busy. But we want these to be the ES type. Because while the bus's fleet numbers start with DSE, they are still officially the ES type. It's just because they are old. And we're short a few TEs. Great. But it's all for evening runs. So I think for now, I'll put the little guys on it. Yeah, I think for now I'll give the little guys. And I'll check tomorrow. $2,515 assignments though we're up to. That is a lot. The 31 also has no preferred vehicle group, which isn't great. I need to go into bus routes. Find the 31. There it is, 31 Boscombe to Hengistbury. Edit timetable and ES type. Is the 38 the same? Because it is its first day of operation. Indeed it is. So now if I go to the shift scheduler for today and I just go and I just reshuffle it, seems to be fine. Shuffle drivers, and we're short 2 ES types. Okay, reset, do a reshuffle. We're still short a couple of ESs, that's very odd. I wouldn't have expected to be short ESs, given that we were just short TEs, and we substituted ESs for those TEs. But well, we play the cards we are dealt. That seems a little overkill, Gemini 2 on the 32 and 38, but it's what we can supply, so it's what we will provide. I'm going to put that 1315 there. That's going to go there, and that's going to go there, and that works. Solent, Standard Way, Fratton and Mallard Road Shed 1 do not have enough buses based on current assignment requirements. So, Standard Way, it's VWSs, I know I'm sure, VWSs. Oh look, there's 2. Wow. Fratton. I know they weren't VWSs. That was the point of that joke. Oh look, a space. It's because we have multiple types of double decker here. and Mallard Road 1. This one's a bit more of a complicated slidey puzzle because we're short 2 TEs and we're short a VW, which are the biggest buses we have in this fleet, which is fun. But if I shuffle some evening stuff around, I should be able to put double deckers on the 2 where they're absolutely needed. And then not have to sacrifice so much from you know, we'll use from the single decker fleet. But there we are. That's that assigned. Now let's go have a look at the 4. This is going right now, 14:53 to Wimbourne Minster. There's a 2. We're a 4. And we're going up this way via Terrace Row. And now we're being chased by a 2. Well, we've been overtaken by one. Very nice. Well, we've overtaken it. We're playing Leapfrog. And now we're going up this way. Up to Wimbourne Minster. Via Broadstone and, what was it? Merley or something? Something like that. I remember it causing me a bit of pain because I didn't want to go through it. But it was like the only obvious way that you would send a bus was through it, which annoyed me greatly. Greatly, a place that we might expand to on this map, seeing as it's near Salisbury. And I do want to do an expansion north. Because Alton, I'm just going to say that. It's going to be a useful place. But we have just come out the other side of Broadstone, and yeah, I think it's Merley next. Yes. Is this Merley? Yeah, it's Merley. That stop, Merley Oakley Straight. Right. Is the game having a moment? No. Well, yes, actually, it's autosaving. Wow, I had enough time to doubt that the game was having a moment. And wow. Maybe the game isn't as cooked as I thought, as I, you know, constantly lead myself to believe that it is. But this is Wimbourne Minster, and that's where we leave the 4 for now. Next is the 30. There's one. Leaving Bournemouth in just 2 minutes. I'm good at this game stuff. Because that means we're going now. Popping out in front of a 2, and that 2 is just in front of a 7. It's big bus routes after, you know, it's a constant flow of big buses. But we're going this way. After the game has a moment. Aha! Is the game responding? Maybe? There we go. So yes, the 30, it's not 30 something, it's just the 30. It's really busy through here. That I was not expecting. Right, so we'll need more buses that go up that way. which is fine. I was totally expecting to have to need that. So yes, now we're going along the sort of main bit where the 7 and the 2 also run, but not anymore, because now we're following the 31, hopefully taking some of the strain. Oh no, never mind, we go this way. I don't know if any of you remember Horrible Histories, but this bit where I'm just sort of assuming that we're going to do something and then we don't do it, it reminds me of that one episode where there's this skit where they're talking about something and it keeps going, but not for long, and then there's like a thing. This is very much growing up in like late 2000s, early 2010s Britain. If you are not my age or from Britain, you probably don't get that reference. Anywho, we are now at the other end of the route, at Hengistbury Head. So I'm going to head back to the garage, because if there's anyone else waiting if there's anyone else in the shed, may as well paint them. ES type ML. Oh wow, you're already back. No, I just missed the cleaners there, quick. So yes, you're going out at 8, you're going out at 17:45, you're going out at 19:45, and you're going out tomorrow. Right, you, paint. Import repaint. ES type. Good. Do we have any more? Any more for any more? No. So, I think that is a good place to end it. It's been a nice little catch-up, nice little change of pace. So, yes, I will see you next week from the South Coast. Bye-bye.